That's on, Rich.
Hey, what's going on?
Still doing it. Still on.
We still good. We still good. All right. All right. What's going on? What's going on? I was just checking out the other camera. We might need to turn some kind of light on that one, but we looking kind of dark. But I'm lit it up on this one. How everybody doing? I'm gonna before we get started, I'm gonna let everybody know. 3 o'clock, Kersley Park. I don't know the address, but that's where the Water Warriors will be. From what I read, if you are having any questions about signing up for this law settlement, they're going to have some attorneys and some representation from the attorneys being there and stuff like that. So all of y'all are welcome. Uh, you guys on 810 News Media Group, Facebook and YouTube, y'all won't be able to see this guy whose voice you're about to hear, but he's my man Frank. He's an water warrior, and he was living in the city of Flint at the beginning of this. So I need to just ask you, Frank, when did you know that the water in Flint was poison?
Um, I believe and think when I first caught wind of the water being unhealthy, it had to be like 2016,
216.
2016, 2015 maybe, like the end of 2015.
I mean, like, did you like all of a sudden go to the sink one day and see brown water, or did you hear people raising hell about the water and then you took notice, or
Um, Thank God I didn't go to the sink and see no brown water or have an encounter with the Legionnaire disease or the problems that people were having with their skin as far as the water is concerned. But I noticed it from the media, the local media, and the the fuss people was making about it on a local level to the point where it became international. So it was alarming to see that as a resident of Flint, uh, that the water was unsafe, not only to drink but to bathe in.
yeah, people were getting rashes, hair was falling out, women were having miscarriages. It was it was terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. And Frank, you've been active too, guy. I seen you on some of the bus trips to Lansing and stuff. So you've been very supportive and very active in the water crisis, and I know you're going to be there Monday. Um, just to be honest, Frank, it's time for the younger folks like me and you, and maybe some younger people. We got to step up a little bit more. You know, the OGs, the original water warriors, they've been going at it for going on 19 years. They've been in Washington, Lansing, many a times. They're planning this one. They plan all 7 of the other ones as far as our anniversaries. They were very instrumental in getting the word out that we were in them. Because we got to remember, at first, they were denying, even though the water was brown and all of that, that there was a problem. And these people stood up and they made sure that they acknowledged that there was a problem with the drinking water in Flint. And It's sad, Frank, that we are battling and protesting and standing up for, I just say, police brutality. Police brutality been going on way more than 8 years, am I right? So how can anybody say that the water crisis is old? They've been beating us and killing us for since we were our kids.
Right. So I feel the analogy you're making with the water crisis and police brutality, because you're saying that it's as detrimental to one's health and also the community as violence physically would be. You know what I mean? But that, in a sense, it would be considered violence in that way taken out. But I mean, just like COVID would be. But we compare COVID to a attack. We don't know. People say this and that. You know, rumor has it, but there's no basic facts. Just like the water issue, the fact remains that the pipes were old, and attempting to modify the quality of the water. The whatever was in the pipes was conjured up or scraped off, so to speak, you know, by the chemicals that they were putting in the water. You know what I'm saying? And got the lead on the pipes in the water, and so the people paid for it, of course, until, you know, I guess until. But some people to this day is still not drinking Flint water. We don't know. I don't know how to call it, but you know,
We're not drinking. It's not tap drinkable, Frank. I mean, I hope ain't nobody taking a chance just because they put a filter on it. But it's not tap drinkable. And until it is tap drinkable, we have a problem. And we need to stand up. Now, I'm finna transfer cars. Frank, I will be right back. I am finna travel over here to Miss Claire, the original water warrior. Hey, big sis. How you doing? Roll that window down. There you go. Tell me when you can see yourself in that one.
Okay, now.
You good?
Well, not.
All right, big sis. Tell everybody about what's
But
going on Monday.
that is too close.
That's too close to you? That's
Yeah.
better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now what?
Tell everybody about Monday.
Okay.
And you on this one too.
Okay, Monday, this Monday, day after tomorrow, is the 8th commemoration. It's been 8 years since they switched us to the Flint River. It was April 25th, 2014. So every year we try to have a gathering to keep the water crises on. You know, they trying to act like it don't exist no more, but every year on that day, April 25th, we try to gather and talk about where we've been and where we going from here. So we're going to be at Kersley Park this year. We kind of change up every year. We've been to Lansing. We've been down at the Old Farmers Market. We had a march in front of City Hall. So this year we're going to Kersley Park. And so we want y'all to join us at 2 o'clock Monday.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. And we're going to have some of the attorneys, those of you all that having problems and confusion about the claim forms for the water settlement, you can come to Kersley Park and get some of your questions answered and get help with filling out those forms. So we're trying to do a public service while we're doing this event. And we're also going to have information about where you can go to pay your water bill, your utility bill, your taxes, your rent, and some of you can even get help with your mortgages. So please come out and take advantage of this help. We have to help each other. And so we're going to have some exciting guests from Detroit, from the People's Water Board will be here. We're also going to have the dynamic Mr. Reverend Edward Pinckney from Benton Harbor. And he's been on the front line with his group exposing the lead situation down there. So this is an opportunity for us to fellowship with other water warriors from around our state and to recharge ourselves to go forward with this water situation.
And Miss Claire, I really appreciate you, big sis. And I got your back. And I'm here to tell you that you can take a rest. I was just talking to Frank before you pulled up, and I'm letting him know that y'all been doing this for 10 plus years. Y'all just ain't been in this for 8. And it's time for people like us to stand up there and lift our voices with y'all.
Exactly. And we're going to have good speakers from out of town. And Gina Luster had went to Africa about 3 years ago. She going to talk about how the people over there, the country she went to, how they struggling, how the corporations is taking over the water and the people don't have water. And we got the same thing on here, but it's just manifest itself in a different way. So again, I just want to underscore 2 o'clock at Kersley Park Monday at 2 o'clock. So we love for you to be there. And we also have an open mic for you to say what's on your mind. Where do you think we should be headed with some of the issues, not just water, but other things, police brutality and whatever, come out and share with your community. This is for all of us. Thank you.
And everybody out here that see this video, please share it. Please attend. If y'all continue to be silent, they're going to continue to do wrong things to us and give us bad deals and all of that stuff. Is it in there?
That's here. This is the flyer.
And let Mickey know see it too. They got that good, Mickey?
Yes, we do.
All right, here you go, Miss Claire. Once again, y'all, can you
How
see
you doing,
something?
Miss Claire?
Hi, Mickey. How are you?
Oh, I'm surviving. Nice seeing you again, even though
Good.
you can't see me.
Okay, that's all right. I'm just glad to hear your voice.
And thank you, Mickey, for all you doing for helping us keep this word out, because it's just sad and disheartening to hear people talking about the water crisis is dead, and I just wanted to be. It's just negative, and then it's sad when you talk about the water crisis is dead, and even though it's 8 years too many, because it really should have only been 6 to 8 months, but
Yes.
8 years is a short amount of time when you compare us with police brutality. When that stuff been going on for centuries, but yet we're still battling it. But now that it come to this water crisis, you want to say that is, oh, come on, Flint, stop getting stepped on. This is a warrior. You hear Eric Mays talking about his shop days. You hear Claudia Perkins talking about they shop days, but guess who taught them?
Well,
this I remember this woman stood up to some people at the UAW and said, "Hey, I remember you. I remember your dad, and I had it out with him. I remember your granddad, and I had it out with him, little bitty Miss Claire." And this guy I was like, oh my God, if he stepped to my sister, I gotta, show my old character. He one of them guys, like, he just gonna push my sister and have his, no, he ain't. But that's the heart that she got now. So just imagine the heart that she had when she told his granddaddy that. So that's
yes, I forgot about that.
and I want to thank you, big sis.
Okay.
Because when people were ignoring me, you said, Rich, keep talking about it. And it seemed like no one was hearing us. But everyone was hearing us. We were just being ignored. It was something that they don't want to do. So we got to also get out there and encourage them to. Now, this is the key when it comes to the Harper Fund. This is the key. We got to go at stabilizing the water fund. And then we got to say, if the water fund is stable, why are we still holding these people accountable? We can't go account, and all of that stuff because they already don't want to do it. And when they go that way, they're going to find reasons not to do it. So this way, because you got to think about it, they found a way to spend $16 million on blight.
Yes. Well, that's another thing we want to talk about at this event going forward about making a big dent, if not zero, of tremendous dent in our water debt, in our water bills, and going forward and launching a water affordability plan along with no shutoffs. Let's make history. This is some historic money. Let's make history with it. No water shutoffs, water affordability. We can find a way to do it. What we've accomplished so far, and it's not satisfactory, but we wouldn't even have what we have now if we hadn't come together and fought and let our voices be heard. So we can finish this job if we work together.
We got to work together. We got to work. And this is something that every citizen, no matter if you vote, if you don't vote, if you're a Republican, if you're a Democrat, if you like the current, if you like the X, if you like this one, it don't matter. This is something we all have in common. We all can't drink straight from our sink. And until we all can drink straight from our sink, we need to come together and raise our voices one. Let me tell y'all something. If we can come together and solve this problem, all the other problems, and I know it's a whole lot of problems because I know both sides of the people that I'm talking about. And I know it's a lot of problems, but those problems won't be that bad. But we can't come together and solve this problem because all we want to do is talk about why we don't like each other, why we're not going to work together. That's show them that when it comes to the city of Flint, because this is a city of Flint problem. This ain't no my crew, this crew. This is a Flint crew problem. So that's all get together as citizens of Flint and show these people we deserve respect and justice, and we're going to get it. And we're not going to get it if we continue to be silent. Okay. And thank you for this woman has always raised her voice whenever I feel like, because everybody feel like sometimes you want to let go. Everybody feel that way. But she never let go. I never let go. Keep on pushing. And Mickey, once again, I appreciate you because you gave us a voice every Saturday for what the last 2-3 months. Every Saturday we've been talking about what's going to go down on Monday. We've been letting the people know that the water crisis is not over. And I really appreciate you, 810 News Media. Miss Claire, you got any last words to say to the people?
No, other than I hope to see you there on Monday at 2:00 at Kersley Park. And let's get together. Let's lend each other support. We're going to have a moment of silence in memory of Tony Palladino and Priscilla Wheeler, and another moment of silence for all those that's lost their lives in the midst of this water disaster with COVID coming along to cap it off. So we have to hold each other up. And so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna share fellowship, and we're gonna come together and give each other support and help at this event. So thank you, Mickey, thank you, Rich, and appreciate you.
Flint voices.
No problem, Miss
This is
Claire.
a real Flint voice. All right, we out of here. Thank y'all. I love you, big sis.
Okay,
We
thank you.
getting
That
it
was
done. Huh?
okay. I wasn't sure how to expect that, so I would have taken this on the stand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
You getting it? You getting it?
okay, Doc. Thank you for taking on the ball. Bring it in there. All right, come on.
You're still live, Richard.
And it didn't take long. That's what I'm finna start doing.
I probably should have done that. They doing they raising a flag for
I'm gonna call you tonight. We can do it like we always do. When you talk on the phone and just put it out there on video or whatever. Okay. We ain't do something like that for facility too.
Rich, you know you still live, brother, even though you got your finger blocking the camera. I'm gonna take a picture of your thumb.